Hello everyone. In this lecture, we are going to see application of engineering materials based on temperature range. We have all these courses available on our Thinkific platform. To learn more about these courses, register with the link given in the description.
Which material you have used in your working most of the time? 516, 516, 516, low carbon, correct? So that is with everyone, like if you have experience, unless you're working in a very particular industry, like if you're working in food industry, you'll be mostly using SS. Okay, apart from that, if it is an industry, let us say oil and gas, and if we just try to make average, SA 516 grade 70 is what you will be using even 90% of the time. Okay, not mild steel, Rohit. Mild steel is different. Okay, so 516 grade 70, which is low carbon steel, that is what we use. What is the reason, guys? Why we use it? This is the main reason. Okay, low carbon steel is very good with starting from low temperature to intermediate. When I say low temperature, I'm talking about the range of -40, -45. Okay, to 370, 375, we always use 516 grade 70. Okay, which is low carbon steel. So what we're talking about, there is a temperature line, and with that, I want to fix in your mind that among the three types which we discussed, low carbon steel, low alloy steel, and high alloy, which is SS. These three, how they fit in terms of temperature. Okay, so carbon steel, if my temperature is between -45 to 370, 380, we'll always go for SA 516 grade 70. Okay, guys, I'm ignoring the other factors. It may be because of service you might have to change, but that is not what we're talking about. We're talking about just if the temperature and pressure are the only requirement, then low carbon steel will be used for this low and intermediate. Okay, now the next question. See, now why it is used? Uday has already answered. It's cheap, it's having good strength, good fabrication, or you can say fabricability. Okay, so all these things are there, and that is the reason we use. Now, what is the factor which is limiting SA 516 grade 70 or low carbon steel uses at low temperature? Below -45, let us say -50, -60. What is the factor which is limiting? Brittleness. Exactly right. Not strength, Shiva. Strength is as good, as normal room temperature, but it becomes brittle. It loses its ductility, and that is the reason of restriction at the lower temperatures. Okay. Now we got a very brief, one key factors I'm talking about, which if you remember that, whole material will become pretty wide open and clear for you. What is limiting the low carbon steel at higher temperature? Creep. Absolutely right. So high temperature, the creep is the limiting criteria. The creep happens in low carbon steel. So that restricts its limit at higher temperature. Okay. So now we know a little bit about carbon steel. Now, what if at higher temperature, like let us say 373, 80, 400, because we are not able to use low carbon steel, the next material which we use is low alloy steel. Okay, which is meant for this temperature range between high alloy and low carbon steel, 400 to 600. Okay, that is the most widely used application for low alloy steel. Chrome moly steel. Okay, they are really good for high temperature. Okay, creep still is there, but very less compared to low carbon steel. So they are very much in use for 500 and 400 and 600. SS also can be used, but there is one reason for not using SS in this temperature that we'll talk about that later. Anybody can highlight what is the problem with SS exactly at around 450 IGC, exactly that inner granular corrosion. Okay, that is the problem with SS, and that is the reason low alloy steel becomes the material for these temperature. So we have covered up to 370, 372, around 600. We have low alloy steel. Beyond that, we have high alloy steel, which is SS. Okay, pretty simple on the temperature chart. For lower temperatures below -45, again, SS is the material which we use. So SS is good for low temperature and also for high temperature. Even for intermediate, it is good, but the cost and strength are the factor of not selecting SS. Okay. Now, these are the application of these steel. If you remember this material uses based on temperature, as a mechanical also, you can contribute. You can check the inputs, whether it is matching with whatever you have learned. Okay. So hope it was really, really interesting for you.
I hope you understood this part. Stay tuned with us. Do watch our other videos related to the material.